I'm a Mopar guy. So they went over to Hertz rental car and rented a rental car and brought it over and took the fenders off the rental car and the front bumper, put it on the car, and they won that race.
Welcome back to BarryTsGarage, and you found another episode of Ask Ed. So, hi Ed, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so first question. We have a friend who, he messaged me about the Ford FE engines. I wonder what you guys think of the 390. Now, he's thinking a 390 in terms of the 66, 67 Fairlane GT or GTA. That was quite a car.
Okay, yeah.
And a Mustang GT and GTA.
Yeah.
And the Comet and Cougar also had that.
Yeah, 390 motors.
Yeah, all 390. He said, I particularly love the 66 Fairlane GT.
Yeah.
But I've always thought the Mopar 383 was a really actually better engine. So now we get to ask you, what does Ed think comparing those two?
I'm a Mopar guy.
Yeah.
I really am. So the 383 just lasts forever. I don't know some of those cars, how many miles is on those motors. Mm-hmm. It seemed like there was the right combination. It got fairly good mileage and it had good power.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them in station wagons, and they just went up the hill and with an excellent motor.
Okay.
So I don't know, I can't compare them with the 390 Ford motor. Ford motor was the Ford family, was an excellent motor.
Yeah.
It lasts forever. Something that would be equal in General Motors would have been maybe the 396.
Yep.
The 396, then they played with that and bought a 30, made it a 400 in trucks. If I was comparing service, I'd probably say that the Mopar serviced Dodge and Plymouth the best of all of them.
No kidding.
And then Ford was next and Chevrolet was last.
Huh.
With that 396. Then the 427. 427 was a little bit of a gas hog,
Okay.
especially the 454.
Yeah.
Got that in the truck and good to get 10 miles to gallon.
Yeah.
So that didn't answer their questions as far as Chevrolet
Yeah.
with a really good motor that done an all-around job.
Yeah.
Not near as good as the 383 Dodge or the 390 Ford. That would be my
That's your
my thing,
opinion.
yeah.
Yeah.
As far as working on them, playing with them, and long last, and no problems
Yeah.
in that categories, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I think that's a pretty thoughtful answer, actually.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know, AMC didn't have anything on those people, but
Well, you know,
the big three we're talking about.
The big three.
That's the ones that big three is the one that production was, well, a big percent of the cars in the United States.
people get confused because AMC had a 390.
Yes, it did, but it's a totally different motor.
Totally different.
Yeah.
They also had a 327, a totally different
Yeah,
motor.
totally different motor. Yeah. But they were low production.
Yeah. Now we're going to get an engine building question. We like to mix it up here, okay? So Devin is asking, can you run a small block Chevy 5.7 connecting rods in a Chevy 250 inline 6, even though the big end width is a bit wider? Have you ever done anything like that?
No. Really, I wouldn't want to run a narrow rod bearing or connecting rod on a wide crank,
Okay.
if that's what he's asking.
Yeah.
That's okay sometimes, but that's not what you do on that.
Okay.
Like we love 35,000 side clearance in the rod
Yeah.
on the crank.
Right.
It says minimum 12 or something.
Yeah.
8 to 12. That's minimum. Maximum, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
But you guys keep that rod centered.
Right.
So that goes back into shimming the wrist pin.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you can't have that rod sliding back and forth, going everywhere.
It seems like that would eat up the crank pretty quick,
Yes,
wouldn't it?
and that Chevy 600 had a long crank rod and piston, and you like to have a nice fat rod bearing, not a skinny one.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That sounds like good advice.
yeah,
Okay, Devin, there's your answer. Okay, here's a good trivia question from Dale. You mentioned the Chevy 348, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I think it came out in 1958, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
that's right.
And but he says there were two designs that year. The first one had a distributor in the front of the engine. The second relocated the distributor to the back. Do you know anything about that story?
No. I've never seen a 348 with a distributor up front.
Okay.
I've never heard of that.
Never seen it.
I've seen some other motors that are really weird motors, but I've never seen one of those.
Huh. Might have to do
I've
more
seen
research.
A big block Chevy motor. It looked like it had Hemi heads on it. That was a weird motor. Had a weird valve cover slopes, angles, and with a rocker arm sitting there, and almost like a Hemi head.
Huh.
I think that was not the mystery motor at all.
Okay.
It was a big block Chevy that looked like it had it was really weird. And I seen it in a car museum in Auburn, Indiana.
Really?
It was down, and there was a whole article in that car. It was there sitting in the museum in Auburn.
Was it an experimental?
I think it was.
Yeah.
There was a whole article, and they had a Hot Rod magazine there with all the article about it.
Okay.
And that was the start of the 396 motor or the 427 or 454 motor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
I've never seen a 348 or any of those motors with a distributor in front.
Okay, so going back to the 307, David says
Okay.
that it's the only engine that Chevy made as a stroked engine from the factory. That's how he describes it.
Maybe, if you want to look into it and find out that the stroke and the bore is different.
Okay.
It was in a little Malibu,
Yep.
trying to get some gas mileage out of a little sedan. Other than that, I don't think I ever found a good use for it. It didn't prove to be a race motor at all.
No.
It didn't prove to be a torque motor.
Yeah.
It's just good for a little Malibu, a Nova.
Yeah, right.
And that's what they put it in.
And sometimes they put it in an Impala and it was too small.
Yeah, it was too small. It didn't go anywhere. Yeah, ate a lot of gas. So yeah, it was kind of a failure.
Yeah, in your book.
Yeah, in my book. Yeah.
Okay. You're going to get honest answers here. That's what Ed thinks
yeah.
what he thinks. Someone named Peeler is asking, I wonder if Ed ever ran into this issue. I'm restoring my father's dirt track 57 Chevy. He had a motor in the car and distributor would not drop all the way in. Is an inch and a quarter taller. Have you ever had a problem with mismatching distributor drives and oil pumps?
No, we have some. If the guys mill the heads and mill the intake, all that shortens everything closer to the crankshaft or gets closer to the oil pump.
Right. Yep.
So then there you end up with gaskets under the oil pump.
Yeah, you have to shim it up, right?
Yeah, shim it up so you don't squeeze it down.
Yeah.
If you put the clamp on the distributor and it's tight, tighten it down, it'll ruin the oil pump and break the shaft off and everything. It'll come apart in dirt track within 3 or 4 laps. It won't run at all. But this inch and a quarter, I don't know. I'm trying to think if he had a 409 or 348 oil pump. The distributors are different. Of course they are. 348 is a different distributor. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure. I don't know how you get a oil pump for a Chevrolet an inch and a quarter longer than the old one, or the original. All the small block Chevys, oil pumps are all the same.
Yeah, they have to fit in the same place, right?
Yeah. Sometimes they're longer, heavy-duty oil pumps are longer, maybe by a quarter inch, because the gears are longer.
Okay.
That makes it a heavy-duty.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then the spring and that heavy-duty has a bigger pipe on a bigger filter, intake filter, and all that stuff's all bigger. Good luck. I don't know what it is.
Hopefully you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Ben says, we're talking about a 305 again. I don't know, people can't get past that.
There's lots of them.
There are lots
You know
of
what I mean?
them.
1.5 million of those stupid things.
Okay, so Ben says you can put a 3.75 crankshaft in it and then bore it 60 over and put a nice cam in it. That would be a pretty torquey and a decent horsepower and about 340 cubic inches.
All those motors and whatever bore and stroke you have, they all ran good if they're put together right and for a certain purpose.
Yeah.
Like we say, the 305, some of those are the bore mount. Again, we don't do it here. A few years ago, we bored 305s out the 350 standard piston and selling them that way. Sold a lot of them. But you couldn't bore it out again.
Right.
You couldn't overhaul it and bore it 30 over. It was a one-time thing, but it's a 305 block. And the other ones, you can stroke those things, different cranks and strokes and different things, and they all run good, but they have to have a purpose.
When people talk about stroker, and stroking, and
Stroker means you change it from original. Not that it's bigger, or it could be smaller.
so you could have a shorter stroke or
Oh
taller
yeah,
stroke.
sure. That's still a stroker. Every time you change the crank,
Okay.
it's a nickname. Stroker.
It just means you
It
change
just
the
means
stroke.
you change something. And change it what it was originally.
Yeah,
And there's so many of those combinations that you can do.
so many.
Grinding the crankshafts and grind the mains and you got those bearings over here that you can put 2 sets of main bearings in it, one on top of the other one, and put a crank in it.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be in a 350 crank and a 400 block. All kinds of things you can do.
Okay, now we've got a guy who said he's an old guy, so we'll see.
And good to see an old guy
Yeah.
or hear from an old guy.
The old guy, he says that, he said, have you heard that there were carving or shaving knives that you used to trim the Babbitt in the Babbitt bearings to get it to fit?
Sure, razor blade type knife, box cutter
Yeah.
or something like this and trim the bearing, sure. And anytime you take a cam bearings just got aluminum. And sometimes they're hard to pound in. And it rolls the whole end of the cam bearing.
Oh, wow.
Got a big old lip on it. Of course, the cam's not going to go in.
Right?
So I've had some tools over here this long. And we flatten them out and sharpen them. So you can stick in there that far and make them sharpen. And we're going to just roll that edge off that cam bearing.
Okay.
It's just lead. Roll it out good until the cam goes in.
Okay. Just put a little taper at the end or something, I guess.
Yeah, taper on both ends. Yeah, bearing, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just trim it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not you have to do it. You know, every other way. You can't take the cam bearing out and drive one in hoping they'll not do it again because they're all brand new. You'd be there all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trim them off, and I think one of the guys over here's got what's this one with a little deburring thing, like a little sandpaper
Yeah.
on a sander. He runs it with a drill and just clean them up a little bit.
Okay.
And put the cam in it and mess around with it a little bit and twist it and take it out carefully. You see this bird. It's a black spot on the cam bearing.
Okay.
So just burr that out. And if you have a black spot on the cam bearing here, you probably got one up here too.
Oh.
You know, this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And cam bearings, let's go back again. Check your cam, see if it's not bent.
Yeah, right. Don't
Yeah.
assume it's straight, right?
Don't assume a brand new cam is not straight.
Okay.
Put in a set of V blocks and turn it over with a dial indicator, make sure it's not. If you can, you can straighten them. And we wouldn't recommend putting them in a press either.
No, right.
Yeah,
There's some advice from someone who's been there.
yeah. So you take a cam, I don't know if we're gonna get into this or tell somebody, I don't wanna get in trouble. But if the cam bearing is bent like this,
Yeah.
you put it on a bench and take a big cold chisel and put it on top of the bend like this.
Okay.
And you put the cold chisel there and hit it once. And it was gonna stretch the metal here and bend the cam back up.
Oh, wow.
That's how you straighten it. You don't bend it. And a press, you can break it. You stretch the metal on the downside. Here.
That's interesting.
And it'll stretch it and it'll make it go up. You may have to hit it a couple times in between each one of the journals.
Yeah.
And it will straighten, don't worry.
Huh. Very good.
But, and that, if a cam's bent, yeah, all kinds of cam bearing carving is not going to do any good.
No.
If you have any trouble, make sure it's straight in the first place. That's start one right there, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first place to
That's
start.
the first place you start, right there. We usually try to put the cam in one end and turn around and put it in the other end of the motor. Try both ends to make the rear bearing goes in the rear bearing,
Okay.
the rear of the cam. And take it around the front and try it in the front. Make sure that goes in. And stick the cam in a little bit more and try the second bearing. Make sure it slides in that one. Don't try to put it in the front and to fix all those bearings that are bad.
Okay, so you're checking the bearings before you're committed and all the way in.
That's right.
Okay.
So, yeah, try the front, a couple bearings,
Yeah.
because they're the same size. To go on the other side, try the rears. And the only thing you got to worry about is the center one.
Right.
You put it in there, and again, if the cam's straight, a lot of times it'll slide right in.
Uh-huh.
A little trimming here, a little bit there. So we all do it, and there's no other way of getting around it.
Okay, so here's a good one from Joey. Thanks, Joey. Good question. Ask Ed, please, what is the benefit that Chrysler thought they were doing when they made half the lug nuts left-hand threaded? You're a Mopar guy. Why did they do
did
that?
that way back before they made cars. No. Even the studs. Dodge had some pins sticking out of the hub. It had a hole in the brake drum. I mean, it had a hole in the wheel. You shoved it over the 2 pins. They were about 3/8 pins. Then the bolts were regular bolts screwed in and threaded in the brake drum. They weren't nuts, and they were left-handed. Going down the road, they didn't want them to come loose. And the ones on that side were left-handed, and the more you kept playing with them and vibrating and shaking, they become tighter and tighter and tighter. And the same one on the right side. That's just, and I don't know why, I guess it wasn't serious. Even I'm just thinking real quick here, NASCAR, I think NASCAR still has all those right-hand thread. I see the impact wrenches putting them on right hand instead of right hand on one side and left on the other side.
Right, okay.
So I don't know if I ever had a Dodge or a Chevrolet. I guess some people, the lug nuts came loose. But I don't know what circumstances made the lug nut come loose.
Yeah.
But on the Dodge, the more you did that, it become tighter and tighter with the left-hand thread. Okay.
Right. Now, I guess I actually owned some 60s Mopars.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, it was the driver's side that was the left hand.
Left, yeah.
Is that you remember?
Yeah, of course.
So there must have been something about the rotation of the wheel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, the more they vibrate, then it become tighter.
Yeah.
Instead of looser. Yeah, that was
There's something
somebody's good idea, I guess.
A good idea, except for the people that didn't know.
Yeah, then he was
And they're
in trouble.
jumping on a big pipe trying to get the thing.
Or broke it off or stripped it out.
Yeah. Oh,
On a
interesting.
mag wheel lock, if you bought a whole set, it said 1/2 inch, that's Dodge. Well, some of them have got a groove around that nut, out of the chrome nut. That means it's left-handed.
Oh.
And no nuts is right-handed. Right in the brand new packages.
Interesting. Okay, so we've talked about don't forget to lube the timing chain. People forget sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you think of using just assembly lube on it? You said
You can't put anything on it. Any lube on the timing chain when you put it together. We dripped some stuff on it.
Yeah.
And it was soaked in the timing chain. We actually run down it while we're sitting there, whatever, lubricated.
Okay. But not assembly lube?
Well, you can put center lime on it or
Just something.
drip some STP on it or something.
Yeah.
We like anything.
Okay.
Anything, any kind of lube, slippy, sloppy lube, yeah,
Okay.
anything.
You're not too fussy, just as long as there's something there.
There's something, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so here's a different one. Alfred, he's got an idea about when he builds a car. He said, just to throw a curve, we would paint the engine bay white, and that would show up the leaks better instead of the typical black. Just a good trick.
Sure, it would.
Yeah?
But you're not supposed to have leaks.
Right. Do you think some people paint their engine compartment black to hide leaks?
No,
They just do it
it's
'cause
just shiny.
it just looks good.
Nice shiny, and maybe the engine's orange or green or yellow.
Uh-huh. Okay.
We had one over the other day with some kind of green valve covers on a blue engine. That's what the guy wanted. I was a 390 Ford.
Really?
So it was really strange, some of the motors that we paid different, the motors.
Right, because
But the firewall, I don't think I'd want one white. It shows all the fingerprints and every little stain that's on there. It to just forever keep it in. And the black one hides all the oil
yeah.
and
It's
little
not supposed to-
fingerprints and stuff. And it's nice and black would be nice and shiny,
Yeah.
unless you want to do flat black. And flat black was going to gather everything then.
Yeah. Yeah.
It won't show anything, but sometimes the black firewall shows up nice and chrome lines and chrome accessories that you bolt on the firewall shows up a little better.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, if I walked up to a car and had white, I think it would look cheap.
Oh, okay. Not your favorite.
Yeah, not my favorite. Gray would be in there first.
Okay.
A nice gray, shiny gray firewall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go. We've got Ed's
So
opinion
that's
again.
East Ozone, yeah.
That's good.
And I go to car shows, and I enjoy myself. I maybe stand there and look at somebody's car for half an hour because I want to know if the belts are lined up and what it looks like and what a good a job he did with hiring the wiring and the stuff that he's arranged his own car. And what a good job some of these guys do.
Yeah.
An older guy, and I mean, the thing is, it's really better than the factory ever did.
Yeah.
Lining stuff up and the little accessories, and again, the lines all bent like they're supposed to be, and
Oh, man.
it really
It's like,
does a gorgeous job on some of these cars at the car show, just a local car show. I go to the Saturday night one up here, and it's a lot of nice cars, and of course we talk with the people there, and I probably know them. I told the wife, I probably know half the people at the car show.
yeah,
Which
probably.
is about 3 miles from where I live. So anyways, and there's a lot of nice cars in Arizona. Mm-hmm. And we talked the other day, there's a lot of guys that have a lot of cars in Arizona.
Yeah, right.
Like some guys have 50, 60 cars,
Yeah, that's amazing.
or 100 cars
It's
in
amazing.
a building, yeah.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah, it isn't nothing for somebody to have 35, 40 cars. Just a normal garage, almost.
yeah, a little bit
We see
bigger.
some garages that are bigger than the house up in the new part of town,
Yeah,
and I want to know what's in the garage.
yeah. I'll bet something interesting.
There's not chickens in there, I know that.
That's right. All right, so Dave is asking, you mentioned the back in NHRA days, the inspections on the cars and the
Okay.
engines. And he's asking, why would they check spring pressure?
Spring pressure?
Yeah,
I mean, valve spring pressure?
Valve spring pressure.
Absolutely.
why would they do that?
Well, it keeps your RPMs.
Okay.
It only goes certain RPMs. So they were serious.
So that was, okay, so it's
Because
like,
at valve spring pressure, the car would go maybe another 1,000 RPMs.
so they had to have
And that would
stock,
go in each gear, go further, and of course you'd win the race.
so they had to have a stock valve spring tension. or
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
No.
Within 5 pounds probably.
what? Yeah.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Interesting. So you have to
Yeah.
pop the valve covers, and we're going to test
Take the
them all.
spring off.
No, take the spring off.
Yeah.
Put it in a spring
Sometimes
tester.
they had a thing that they put over there, hooked on the rocker arm later on,
Okay.
with a gauge on, and they could check it without taking it apart.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's serious.
So
Yeah.
somebody wants more RPM out of their car, they might just want to put stiffer springs.
They do now, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And they have all kinds of weird valve springs now that are bigger here and then smaller at the top. They call them beehive.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know the specs on that, how much tension, what it is there, but they have all kinds of weird valve springs. That was Babbitt and Sanders, Town and Country, Chrysler, Plymouth here in town.
Wow.
But Frank Sanders owned S&S headers. And he was always well known for stuff they did. But anyways, a month later, they found him with the valve springs too much tension. And they disqualified him for 1 month.
Okay.
I knew some friends here in town that when I was younger were with this Chrysler dealer here in town, and he was part of the famous people, and I think he's still famous on racing a heavy motor. I'll just tell you a little story about it. That they first got the Dodge. I think it was a Max Wedge car. They took it to California. I mean, they probably got it off the truck. And 2 days before the show, and in 2 days they would have had it fixed, ready to go. Took it to California, and California wouldn't let them race it because they had aluminum front fenders
Really?
and front grill. I mean, a bumper. He said, that's not stock. Well, yeah, we just got it off the truck. No. So they went over to Hertz rental car and rented a rental car and brought it over, took the fenders off the rental car and the front bumper, put it on the car, and they won that race.
Did they?
Yeah, in Pomona. And that same car, we'll just finish up here, that they had the 426 Chrysler. They had a lot of, and I used to have some 20 over pistons because the bore was 30, limit 30.
Okay.
That wasn't 31 or 32,
At 30.
30, so you bored the motor 20. You can still race it for a while without getting close to the 30. From the 20 wore out, maybe 5 over, that'd be 25 over, not.
So you're saying if you bore it 30 over, which is the limit, as soon as you put some wear on it,
Yes, you're out.
you're done.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so
yeah,
they were picky then days.
That sounds really picky. Okay. Rusty is asking, how would he put a Ford 302 in a 53 Lincoln Capri? You have an old Lincoln somewhere, I've seen one around someplace.
57,
57.
Lincoln Caprice, yes.
Yeah, okay. That's maybe a little different style, is it? I guess the body changed, not very much.
I don't think it changed much in that.
Yeah, so how would you put a 302 in there? What do you think of that?
Why wouldn't you?
Okay.
I mean, it's the same thing. I got a 57 Lincoln two-door hardtop Caprice. It's really a nice car.
Yeah.
And right now we have a 350 Chevy motor and a 350 transmission in it.
Okay.
Aluminum radiator and everything.
Okay.
It's all Chevrolet, so it can run forever instead of messing with that old Lincoln motor.
Yeah.
It runs good.
Wow. Yeah. So that was. Didn't Lincoln have their own version of the Y block back then?
Yes, it was. It kind of half a 390 and half of 430
Okay.
motor. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. But okay, going back to his question about a Ford, would a 302 bolt up to the transmission?
No.
Okay.
With the whole motor and transmission in it.
Okay.
Change the mounts.
Yeah.
Because any fabricator can change the mounts. 302 is fairly easy to change the mount.
Yeah. Okay.
An oil pan, probably a little bit on the oil pan because it's got a front sump. You need a rear sump. So nowadays they have a rear sump pan off for Bronco.
Right.
It has most of that stuff to do that.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be that hard to do.
No.
Okay.
You'd want to put a C6 tranny in it. You've got to run that Lincoln.
Yeah.
That's the big, and then you can buy a C6 transmission behind the 302 Ford.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
It's right on there, yeah. I would put a Windsor motor in it though. I'd put a 351 Windsor, that heavy car.
Yeah. It'd be better with a little
Oh
more.
yeah, much better.
Yeah. It's not just a few cubic
Yeah,
inches.
just a 302 is nothing.
Yeah. You've mentioned that before, that the inner strength of the block is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put a 351 Windsor in it. Compact, this that. The headsets are a little bit higher, same motor mounts and everything.
Yeah.
Much
Okay.
better deal.
Okay, so here's a real different one, and you may not want to jump on this one. We'll see. John is asking, whatever became of the Packard's nearly new V8 engine line? I think, didn't they just come out with their V8s and then they went out of business or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Some of those cars we talked about the other day, we seen something else, a Packard Caribbean
oh yeah.
was a pretty car. All kinds of shade of pink and black
Yep.
on the sides, and it had a hood. The bigger one had a hood scoops on, a little hood scoop on both sides.
Yeah.
And it had two 4-barrel carburetors on it from the original.
Really?
Yeah, Packard Caribbean.
Those are
What
nice.
a fancy car. It was a big car.
Yeah.
Like almost as big as a Cadillac.
Yeah.
It was a big car, long car.
Yeah.
Heavy.
I
And
did
it had
a-
that Packard motor in it with two 4-barrels.
Okay, but that was a V8 though.
Yes, yeah. What's he talking about?
No, he's asking about the V8. I'm just trying to remember, I've encountered some Packards, and I think 53 was maybe the last year of the straight 8.
Yeah.
I may be wrong.
Yeah. But these are V8s.
Yeah. Okay, so Michael says, great information about hot rodding. I'd love to hear your knowledge. Okay, he just wants to know, and this comes up, Ed, the Buick 350, 455, and the Oldsmobile 350 and 455.
Again, we went over that before.
Yeah, we have.
We never really raced a Buick 455. There was some Grand Sports cars that was fast, but they weren't as fast as they should have been
Okay,
as far as a big motor like that.
yeah,
But it was so expensive to race it
yeah,
that nobody could afford it. You could build a bigger motor for half the price in some of the other manufacturers.
yeah.
In the same way with what was the other, Buick?
Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile's the same way.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of 455 Oldsmobiles and boats.
Boats, right.
Yeah, like a jet boat. The jet boat's kind of weird because that prop's running in the water, a jet. And you can get almost any motor to run 4,500 RPMs in a boat, a jet boat. But to get it to go 5,000 almost takes twice the horsepower. To go another 500. So there's a lot of 455 Oldsmobile motors in jet boats.
So was it because they were really good in that upper mid-range of RPM?
I think so, torque.
Yeah. They had
Torque, and just sit there all,
Yeah, just go.
They weren't going in many RPMs. You couldn't get them to go 6,000.
Right.
Almost impossible. It's come apart. It's
Yeah.
so heavy.
But if you had
These
the...
pistons so heavy and the rods are flying around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took so much horsepower, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Ed, thank you for taking your time again.
Okay.
And and thank you
It's always
guys.
interesting to see the new questions and different ones, and they're not all the same.
No. Sometimes I have to be honest, sometimes we skip questions because we've covered them maybe more than once. So, go back and find our other videos. We've talked about it.
Yeah, we've talked about it. The answer is usually the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't change my answer.
No.
Saying that this one's better than that one, then the next time that one's better than this one.
No, you don't.
I keep my same thing. I'm the same thoughts and the same me.
Yeah.
It's not somebody else. It's me.
You're getting Ed.
It's my thoughts.
That's right.
And they're not going to change.
No, they don't. That's good.
It's exactly what I think.
That's right.
If you don't like my answer, well, don't ask me a question.
Good. All right. Well, we'll see you on the next one, Ed.
Okay, thanks.
care.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good day.